Hi, welcome to PTV News. I'm your anchor, Brittany Mitchell.
And I'm Tom Frusamer. Recently, Hong Kong citizens have begun to protest their government, demanding to start a democracy. Protesters have been gathering outside of the Hong Kong government complex despite rainy weather conditions. This demonstration is coinciding with a national holiday, and many citizens are using their time off to express their views. The use of umbrellas to defend against tear gas has led to the creation of the nickname, the Umbrella Revolution. Some protesters have been sleeping in the streets of the city, waiting to protest as soon as more people join them. Others have even set up food and water stations to sustain protesters for as long as necessary.
The first case of Ebola on U.S. soil has been confirmed. Thomas Eric Duncan, a Texan who had recently flown from Libya, was transported to the hospital Sunday to be treated for the deadly disease. Several family members had been exposed to Duncan and are now in isolation. Don't start panicking. Just yet, health officials assure that we will be able to contain this virus.
In other virus-related news, the enterovirus continues to spread. As of Wednesday, the CDC had confirmed 500 people in 42 states have respiratory illnesses caused by enterovirus D68. While the virus is very common, with 10 to 15 million infections each year in the U.S., the recent deaths have raised concerns as the virus has been sending more and more children to the hospital than in years prior.
A Long Beach man, Antonio Webb, is facing charges following the fatal shooting of Terenzo Brown. The charges include second-degree murder and criminal possession of a weapon. Brown was shot in Birch Court in his housing complex. No motive has yet been released.
The Turkish parliament is currently debating whether or not to engage in the fight against ISIS. Previous requests for aid have been declined, only offering a small amount of support. However, with ISIS on their doorstep, that could all change. Many Turkish citizens have been forced to evacuate due to the rising ISIS presence. Deliberations continue on the matter, with a vote taking place later on. And now we send it over to Eliza and Anai with entertainment news.
Thanks.
I'm not afraid of dolls, but I am afraid of pranksters and thongs. Apparently, there has been a red carpet prankster who's been targeting celebrities such as Kim Kardashian and Ciara. The prankster wears a thong while attempting to get close to the stars. He apologized by saying that it was an form of protest for the U.S. banning him.
Interesting. In other news, Amanda Bynes has recently been arrested for a DUI. Her parents are now claiming that they knew nothing about the arrest, and in fact, they have no idea where she is now. Have you ever seen The Amanda Show?
Yes.
Do you remember Moody's Point, where Amanda was moody and her mother was always lost in the hot air balloon?
She's probably up there with her,
Yeah,
right?
that's where she is, where her head's at, high in the sky right now.
And now for a short commercial break. But when we return, we have Brittany and Tom with the Green and Gold exclusive.
Traffic today was terrible, right? Tell me about it. I'm starving. I had to leave early, so I didn't get to eat. All right.
Hey, do you mind if,
All right. Time to warm up.
What? Do you mind if I...
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Is it can now, brown cow?
Ready
How
in
now,
5,
brown
guys.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is your WCWP Evening Newscast. I'm Ron Burgundy, along with my co-host.
Oh.
Hunger never waits.
Welcome back to the LIU Post Green and Gold exclusive. Recently, LIU Post was awarded a grant courtesy of the Avon Foundation for Women as part of the company's 2014 campaign to activate bystanders to reduce sexual assault. The grant will be used to launch a new program called the LIU Post Brave Initiative, which aims to educate students about sexual assault awareness and prevention. The establishment of BRAVE, which stands for Bystander Rape, Assault, and Violence Education, coincides with a conference being hosted in the Great Hall of the Winnick Mansion October 25th, sponsored by the Long Island Interbranch of the American Association of University Women. The panel will discuss what colleges nationwide are doing about sexual violence on campus and what each of us as individuals should be doing about it.
Feature editor Khalil Bragg covered the release of the latest Apple products, the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. The controversy with those new devices is that their features closely emulate characteristics of the Samsung Galaxy Note, such as a larger display screen and an upgraded camera. This begs the question if Apple is cranking out new devices to improve an older version, or if they're trying to emulate and keep up with Samsung.
In Opinions, staff writer Melissa Colery makes a compelling argument about the campus eating culture, stating that Hillwood's cuisine is comparable to overpriced hospital food. Colery also claims that not only is the majority of the food fatty and fried, but that the university is making an active decision to eliminate anything remotely healthy from Hillwood Commons Cafe, such as the case of Odwalla juices that was replaced by a fridge full of milkshakes. What's your take on the food options in Hillwood? Are they good, bad, unhealthy?
Plans are in motion for a new student-run art gallery to be built into the Sal Gallery in Hillwood Commons. The university-funded store will sell student-made art, including ceramics, paintings, t-shirts, mugs, and everything in between. The store was initially slated to open on September 23rd, but the reception was postponed several weeks due to logistical reasons. For additional information on how to get involved, the Art and Art History Club holds meetings every Wednesday during Common Hour in Hillwood, room 114.
In Pioneer Country, the LIU Post equestrian team is partaking in an auction to rescue a slaughter-bound miniature horse. The team, under the guidance of coach Jen Hennessy-Hennick, has been fundraising through bake sales and contributions in order to rescue the equine in need. The team plans to raise $1,500 in order to rescue the horse and pay for its expenses, which include vet and farrier appointments, board, and food. The team so far has raised almost $750 to purchase the Mini.
That's all the time we have for PTV News this week. I'm Brittany Mitchell.
I'm Tom Frusimer. See you next week.